When we were building the LEGO Ninja H2R, we talked about possibly adding a light kit later on, especially since we had just finished installing one on the Millennium Falcon.
And after that video went up, a few of you said it would be pretty cool to see the H2R with the light kit. And I got one for Christmas. Perfect. Light kits definitely look cool when they're lit up on a shelf, but we know parents are probably wondering if they're actually worth the money.
And whether there's something kids can't realistically help with, or if they are actually a parent and kid project that takes just a little more patience and teamwork. In this video, we're installing a light kit on Evan's H2R and talking honestly about the cost, the process, and whether adding lights actually adds value when you're building Lego sets with your kids.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Evan.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to the Bonding Blueprint.
Today, we're installing a light kit on the LEGO Ninja H2R that Evan and I already built together.
This isn't a brand new build. The bike was already finished before we ever touched the light kit.
That's an important thing for parents to know because LEGO light kits are typically designed to be added after the build is done.
Which means you actually have to take some of the model apart, put the lights in, and then rebuild it. And that's actually pretty cool because you get to revisit the build, take things apart again, and remember some of the coolest parts as you were working on it.
We're also going to talk about how we chose which light kit to buy, what the instructions are like,
and if it's something that actually is fun to do together, or if it's better saved for certain types of Lego sets.
This isn't a step-by-step install video. It's more about helping parents decide if adding lights are worth it for their family. The reason we even started thinking about light kits in the first place was the Millennium Falcon. We thought adding light kits to that build would look incredibly cool.
And the Falcon had a ton of lights, inside, outside, everywhere. It felt like a huge upgrade compared to the regular builds.
Around the same time, we also picked up a light kit for the Harry Potter castle, which we still haven't installed yet.
That castle is massive, and I think once it has lights, it's going to look completely different on a shelf. I also really like the H2R, and I thought it would be awesome to light it up too.
That's why the H2R light kit ended up being a Christmas gift, along with a light kit for his Avengers Tower. The Millennium Falcon also taught us an important lesson though. Light kits look great when they're done, but they are very different from building Lego sets.
Yeah, because all the wires make it way more complicated than it looks. I kind of lost interest partway through the lighting, but I still love how it looks now.
And that's totally fine. On larger kits, depending on the age of your kids, it might turn into more of a parent project. Since this was a Christmas gift, I did the light research myself ahead of time. I did a quick comparison between a few different companies. I looked at Game of Bricks, based in the UK, which is also where I got the Falcon and the Hogwarts kits. I looked at Light Tailing and Brick Bling, based in China, and then Light My Bricks, based here in the US.
Light My Bricks didn't have a kit for the H2R, so that one was out right away.
I was also shopping for Avengers Tower at the same time, and Light My Bricks prices were way higher than I was comfortable with. Brick Bling and Light Tailing were a little cheaper on some kits, but after looking at photos, shipping, customs, and what you actually get, I wasn't totally sold.
In the end, Dad chose Game of Bricks. It felt like the best balance of price and how the finished kit actually looks.
So the big question is, are Lego kits actually worth it? And I want to be upfront, light kits are not cheap, and they can cost a noticeable percentage of the original Lego set.
You definitely don't need light kits to enjoy the Lego sets, but I admit, it does make them a whole lot cooler when you're done.
The way we think about light kits really applies more to the bigger builds. Collector sets, big buildings, and Technic kits that take a long time to finish and are typically display pieces.
Those are the ones we usually work on together over weeks and months.
For us, those larger builds aren't really about rushing to the finished model. They're about the time spent building, talking, and bonding along the way.
When you're building for a long time, you end up talking about all kinds of stuff. We talk about school, games, other Lego sets, and what we want to build next.
Adding a light kit extends that experience. It gives you more time together on a build you already care about.
Even after it's done, we'll still go back and check them out all the time.
Having builds on a shelf where you can see them matters more than people realize. It shows your kids that what you built together matters to you.
And when people come over, you get to talk about how you built it together, which is pretty cool.
That's really where I think the value is. Not resale value, but time, memories, and shared experiences. So no, in my opinion, light kits aren't a must-have, but for the right builds, they can be a really cool finishing touch that emphasizes the effort you put into building something together. Okay, so we're gonna start the actual build now. Like I had mentioned earlier, talking about the instructions, they come with online PDFs, not paper manuals. So we've got the laptop out. I will say this is probably here. Why don't you go ahead and start unboxing? I will say when we slide it out, it doesn't, you don't.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I totally know it's a, so awesome.
I will say when we were doing the Millennium Falcon light kit, the photos they get, it's pretty confusing. It's tough when you're trying to figure out what it is they're pointing at with the camera. When they shoot a couple images and stuff like that, it's pretty confusing. So this is a much simpler light kit without as many lights on it. So I'm hoping it goes a little faster. But all right, let's get this thing open. So it comes with a little QR code for the instructions. It does have a user manual that comes with it, a little paper manual, but this is more about talking about each individual components, like what the LEDs are, what that piece is, what this piece is, stuff like that.
I'm gonna take one of your hair.
All right, so let's see. So we need what, bag number 1? So each bag has numbers on them, big numbers, 1, 2. In that case, I think that's 3. No.
5.
Bag 5. I don't know. I think this one's actually going to be pretty quick because there's only 2 bags of lights.
This is the light.
Well, this is the battery pack. So they come with battery packs, and then you can also plug a battery pack or a USB hub into the wall, which is what we do. That way you don't have to constantly replace batteries over and over again. We actually plug them in. What's up?
This must be bag 3 because it doesn't have a number and that just goes 1, 2.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And then there's no others.
Yep, looks like it, yeah. All right, well, either way, we've got bags 1, 2, and
3.
There you go. And so the kit actually, when we got the Millennium Falcon kit, it did not come with a set of tweezers. And so we had grabbed our array of tweezers as well, just in case, but at least now we've got more than one. I didn't realize it was gonna come with a tweezer kit this time. Must have been some feedback they got and they added it to the kit. All right. Careful you don't point, like those are pointy. Those will pierce your skin if you're not careful. All right, let's get bag 1 opened up. Let's get moving. Can you skip a page?
No. Yes, I guess we did.
Okay. All right, so here's bag 1. Get those things out and figure out what it is we're supposed to do here. Just be gentle.
Dun.
Now, I will say from experience with the Millennium Falcon kits, these wires,
they're delicate.
Super small, very delicate, and so you just have to use a little bit of patience, which patience is sometimes hard with kids. They're just very small.
Daddy.
Let's get...
It shows 2 of those, but we only have 1.
It's a brick of 4.
No, it's not.
Okay, don't believe me.
See?
So what they're doing is they're taking one of these squares, okay? So it comes with this little pad. What Evan was talking about is it comes with this little pad, and it was all together as 4, but what it actually is 4 individual squares that they want us to install on the back sides of these super tiny lights. So just as a super close up so you can see kind of what the size of wires are that we're dealing with here. They're obviously very tiny, and even the tweezers that Evan's putting in frame there, right? But so as you can see, right, very small little LEDs. Let's get that to focus, right? So that's the little light side, and then the little electronics on the other side there. So obviously very small. The wires are very delicate. It could be potentially very easy to pull the wires out of the LED, or if you're not careful, crush them and things like that. And this comes from the UK. So yeah, you wouldn't want to have to reorder these. So you have to add, we're trying to add pads to the back of the yellow square lights. Oh, there you go. You got one. So put a square pad. And then
no, it's not. No, it's not.
So you want it on not the yellow side, but on the side with the little metal leads. So all we're doing is, and I don't know if that's gonna focus or not, but just
Except
put the
I did it
little
on the wrong
black
side.
pad on the back side of the LED. What's
I
up?
think I did this on the wrong side.
No, that's fine. That was just the other side that must have held a different piece. No, that's fine. And then just leave the white piece on there until we actually get to the point where we stick it to something. Okay, so there's only 2 yellow lights and 2 pads.
2 pads left.
Oh, and then it looks like we put pads on the backs of the other. Oh, hold on. Okay, so you put a pad on the back of that. This is why I think the photo instructions are absolutely ridiculous. Like, they sent us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, 4 pads, and the photos are incredibly unclear on which light you put the pad on. So that's, I'm gonna say, is probably my first big gripe with these sets is the text or the photo instructions. Okay, so I think what we're supposed to do is these are 2 of the braided wires, right?
This is selling.
I suspect that the one that you put yours on might not be the right one.
It's fine.
Well, we've got 4 pads and 5 lights.
So you, I guess,
I
need this one now?
believe,
It's
I
this one.
believe these, listen. I think these 2 need pads and these 2 need pads. The one that you actually
have another
grabbed probably doesn't need a pad. So let's get the pad off of that one.
I think it does.
And put it on the back of that one. Well, look, so if you look at the photos, right?
Yeah, but this one's white.
There's 2 pads on the yellow lights and 2 pads on the white lights, I think is what's going on here.
How am I supposed to get this thing off?
It's just a little sticky pad. Worst comes to worst, we can stick some super glue on the back of it and use that to mount it. But for right now, we'll try to stick with just the sticky pads.
I can't get it off.
Is it stuck?
I got it.
Nailed it.
Can you
All
take
right,
that
so
off?
yep, you want to put this light. And this is the one that apparently doesn't get a pad.
I think the reason they have just photos is because they're too lazy. Like me.
I mean, the companies that make these, they have 100 light kits. I'm sure as we know, right, it takes a lot of time to do a video. I get that. But at the same time, if you're going to sell a product and you can't make clear instructions on how to install certain things, that's annoying and, in my opinion, a big negative. But again, light kits are probably not necessarily meant for super, super young kids. All right, so
What we do next?
So it looks like what we're trying to do is pulling these side pins out of the front. Those the right ones?
Are you ready for it?
Okay. They don't have to come out all the way. They just have to pull out 1 notch. You may want to half put them in just so we don't lose track of them. And then this is supposed to be able to fold
Up?
Oh, yeah. Just clicks right on there. All right.
That's cool.
Right? Okay. Oh, and then now we've got to actually take it off. So you see what's happening here? Here, why don't you drive? Why don't you cook?
Let him cook.
Yeah, just be gentle with it and work it way out. Okay.
Except the blue things are supposed to stay in.
Oh, they're supposed to stay over there on these pieces.
I don't know if it matters.
Might not for like it, but it's probably best to follow the instructions just in case. You know that Dad is all about following instructions. Annoying, I know.
Yes.
It is, but things get built right around this house, right? Most of the time.
I think we're doing the headlights.
Oh, it's possible. Problem
The headlights would go here.
Yeah.
Big brain.
All
See
right.
that?
So unfortunately,
See?
as usual, their instructions are not clear. I believe we're using these 2 red braided cables.
Yes,
it looks
yes,
like.
I see those. I see them.
Okay. And then it looks like. So I'm going to fast forward through this section. It took about a minute for us to figure out where the wires go and how they get routed. I'll save you that.
No, I think they go in the top.
The lights are down here. So you're going to slide them down this way. The lights are down here and the wires come out the top. So feed them through there.
This is so annoying.
All right, well,
No, I meant like this.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the instructions. And that's
So
typically a big problem. Okay. Yeah, so you want to
This part goes in the hole.
You know what might be easier though? Is feed the smaller end up through the back, right? Like, yeah, because those aren't going to fit through. So this is my big gripe with the light kits, and I was hoping that
it would be better.
I was hoping the Millennium Falcon was an anomaly because it has a ridiculous amount of lights inside of it and a lot of wires running back and forth. And so I figured, oh, big kit, super complicated, and the photos are tough to read because it's a complicated build. Photo instructions for something this intricate and this small, and it's possible it is the actual photos that are being used on the manual. Obviously, we're smart people. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're big brains.
We're big brains, as Evan likes to say. But at the same time, like, upgrade your instructions. Probably not going to get a sponsorship from Gamer Bricks now, but like, do better with your instructions.
If they get better, then maybe.
And on that note, I have to fast forward again for another minute of debating what the instructions mean. Yeah, so he just folded them up, and then it looks like they stuck each one on this little piece, and then probably what it does is it makes it just glow light from the front.
All right, so should I put this on? I think I should put this on, and then we can do the next one.
Yeah, stick one first and get it fastened, and then do the second one. So this is ultimately why Evan didn't stick with the Millennium Falcon build, because it was the Falcon, even for me, and I'm very handy. I like wiring. I like small, intricate details. Even for me, it was pushing my patience, and it took a long time to get it all done because it was pretty painful to follow the instructions and to figure out where everything was actually supposed to go.
So basically, we're putting this wire up and through this hole, if I can get it, like that, and then you see it poking up, and then you pull it through a little, and then basically you have to take off the back of the sticky pad. I did it.
Okay. How not easy it is.
And then you have to stick it on, just like that,
so hold on, let me get
and then
that
the other
focus.
side.
Yeah, there you go. So you got two LEDs there on the bottom, strapped into the underneath the fairing, the front fairing.
That one.
Yep. And for those watching along at home, go ahead and add another minute and a half of debate. Looks like what they're doing is they're coming up through and then putting it back into the hole to make this whole clear piece line up. I think so. See, and it looks like they wrap it around once, and then they put it back in up through the bottom, and it just lights up. This is, like on my motorcycle.
And then like this?
Yeah, on my motorcycle, how this lights up and stuff like that, like the speedometer and the dashboard stuff. That's what you're doing, is making the dash light, basically. I think that's all you do, and then it rests in there, apparently. So it looks like you reinstall the windshield. Make sure you're not pinching any wires when you put it back on. Yep, it feeds out the front.
Ooh.
I think that's fine. Yeah.
I think I pinched it.
A little pinch isn't the big. Yeah,
it'll deal with it.
That's what the small wires are for.
All right.
Hold on though. What happened is inside of here, right? What we did is we put the LED facing down. Yeah, can you point to it? Yeah. So that right there, that LED is actually facing straight down, so it's not going to light anything up. And you can see the little.
It could, because this thing's clear.
It is. It might light it up, but I don't want to put this all back together and then have to undo it.
Hey, guess what? It doesn't show it, so bad instructions, huh?
Oh, I guess you have to take it back off, huh? I mean, again, like, this is not, like, I don't expect this to go perfect. Like, this is I love the light kits. I love the way they make the Legos look.
They make them way better, but like, they're
Getting to the point of getting these things properly installed without really great instructions, it's a little annoying.
Reading.
And really quick, while I fix this little light and get it into just the right spot, quick word from our sponsor, which is us. Please subscribe to the channel. Thanks. So yeah, when you're installing the light kits, you want to make sure, here, grab that little tweezer. So when you're installing the light kit, hold on, let me focus. You want that little yellow pad to be facing out. That's where the light's going to emanate from. Even
if it's facing up, that would get no light.
It's going to light up the windshield, and it's going to light up the top little portion. That's how my motorcycle looks.
I did that.
There you go.
I did it.
I don't have an H2R. That'd be cool though. And while 3 more minutes pass, don't forget to like the video as well. And then if you can at least just do one at a time. Oh, those are useless. Okay, I got one.
Got it.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little close now.
This is something.
This is something. I like that you are trying to stay positive. All right, so now you have to try to get it back into place and get all the pins back in the same spot.
Got that. Yep.
Okay, so
We did it.
does that look right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
guess.
oh yeah,
Maybe.
and
I don't
then
know.
the LEDs will light this up and this up,
Oh yeah, I see.
and then hopefully it'll be bright.
Oh,
Pop it
and remember when we had built this? Torque.
So it looks like now. All right, so we're on this side of the bike. Let's put it up like this so that way.
And then I think they go under
viewers
that.
can see it. Yeah. Really quick, while we're going to route these wires, I just want to step in and say that while we did have gripes about the instructions, the overall build quality of the lights, the light kits, the LEDs, the brightness of them, all of that is really good. All right, so we are now to the point where we've got the headlights all wired up and routed. So now we're gonna pull the tail pieces off. You have to get it inside and stuck to the very, very top face. And then, yeah, go for it. Do you think? Cook, bro. Just make sure it gets all the way in there. Oh, don't pinch too much though. You gotta be careful. All right, so I'm not sure how well you can see that, but the tail lights are actually hollow on the inside. Yeah, those red tail lights are hollow, and so you've got to squeeze. So you got to squeeze it in there and get it to sit right inside that little tail light section. Okay, 2. All right, so just very gently keep pulling them until they're snug.
All right, good.
All right, now I'm going to hold the bottom of that so we don't accidentally tear the lights out. Pull off this trim piece. So go ahead and take that off. I'm holding the wire so we don't accidentally... This side panel thing. Yep. Because then what it looks like we do...
Wait, let me guess it goes through here.
Nailed it. Yep. So route them in and down. There you go. Yeah. And then those slide in. And then put that...
Hold it.
Yep. And then put that panel back on.
You cooking. Even though these instructions aren't cooking.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Look and see where they route. So... They're taking this,
They're taking
and they're
that
running
and they're
it,
going it through there.
and they're running it.
Through here.
Hold on.
I'm a big brain, bro.
Okay, big brain.
It's through here.
Okay. And then it goes up over the top of that piece, so over the top of this to come right into here. There's no way there's enough slack on those wires to hook this up all the way. Hold on. There's no. Bag number 2.
Hang on.
Come on, big brain. Oh, here.
I
Probably need
can't
to-
0.
This wasn't in the instructions, but I'm guessing this has to get back installed. All right.
Maybe they just weren't big brain enough.
They weren't big brain enough.
Is
All
this
right. Bag,
number 2? This is
bag
number 2.
numero 2. Oh.
That. What? I did it. I'll just rip the bag. It'll be okay. I'm just gonna like take those apart.
Hold on.
They are.
Yeah. As long as you're paying attention.
Bam, 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 bam.
Okay.
And then we have to plug these in.
You gotta plug one into the other. Super tiny. Now make sure you don't force those and make sure they're okay. They're very easy to put in one direction, and if they're not in the correct direction, you definitely want to be very careful about. Oh, this is the under lighting. You've seen cars, right?
Yeah.
And motorcycles with the lights that shine on the ground underneath them.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They do look cool, right? In fact, Auntie Pamela got me a light kit for the motorcycle before I offloaded the last one, and for the same thing, to put lights on the inside and stuff. All right.
And then we have to connect these, I think.
They do get connected, so you see that photo there. So 2 of them get
my
connected
tweezers?
together. Yep, almost all of it, but not quite. All right.
And then it just ripped off.
So again,
Like this wire just ripped out. Like
start it
would've-
here, and the cable's going to come out this side of it. Yep,
All right,
exactly.
those 2 up here. I don't think it matters that much.
Well, I'm thinking wire length, right? So make sure it starts here on the end where the wire is.
There.
Yep, and then the rest of it, just put it on, tighten it down. Good.
They go on. It goes under.
Under the inside the here. Yeah, you do. You cook. It's your build.
Exactly.
Now I'm guessing. Got half the paper, just not all the paper.
Exactly.
There we go.
That's what happened on the last one. It wasn't nice.
Start the sticky up here and then
Yep.
down that way.
And we'll deal with it.
Nice. Hey, no, that's perfect, dude. All right, next bag. That one.
Bag 3.
This is good practice. My dad used to have me practice on extension cords that were all tangled and trying to unravel them and find the way to put them all the way through.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. So this pigtail wire goes into the bottom.
There.
So yeah, that's the side you're going to be putting all the wires into, and they only go in one direction. Okay. Now, here's the tough part, okay? Is each one of these wires has to go in a very specific location or it won't light up. I don't know if it matters on this, but so it looks like it's the black.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are going in the first 4 slots.
Right.
And it goes black, the red black, then the black, and then the red black. I couldn't
Do this. I can't.
Oh, I was shooting photos anyway. All right, fine. No, so yeah, these are tough. All right, we're gonna skip right over this. This is just putting all of the wire leads into this one little board with the USB power coming out one end of it. Light kits are not for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. All right, we are now fully wired up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I turn it on?
Do the honors.
Ready?
It works.
Bruh.
All right, so the headlights are kind of meh. So I think we might want to move where the headlights are located. Are you turning it on and off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like glitchy. All right, so we'll have to move that one. I like that, how it lights up that. I love the green lights underneath. And the brake lights, oh, those look pretty cool. If you look at them from the back, turn them on. That's cool. I dig that. So I think we just need to make an adjustment on where the headlights sit, turn them on. So I will say the light kit was probably one of the simpler light kits. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6, 7.
Oh, I walked into that one. There's 6 or 7 lights on this. Anyway.
Is there 4 or 1?
Does it still twerk? Yeah, it still twerks. Other than that, like, cool kit, neat. I would not put a light kit in every single Lego thing we own. They're
annoying.
They look so good when they're done, but they are kind of a pain to put in. So if you're going to do these, patience, lots of patience. I will say, like, you got through this one, but if it was any longer, I think Evan probably would have dipped out. So beyond the build frustrations with the instructions, let's circle back to the question from the beginning, whether adding lights actually adds value when you're building Lego sets with your kids. And for us, that value isn't about money or resale value. It's about the extra time together, the conversations you have while working on something, and having a reason to come back and talk about it later. You know, even with some of the annoyances and frustrations that we had while building together, frustrating kit, right? But it's still quality time that Evan and I get to spend together. So I can't really put a price on that. I'm going to get mushy, but like, you know, hanging out together with Evan and doing these types of projects, that's what these things are all about, right? And having something cool on the shelf afterwards, still fantastic. Like, it's going to look cool. We'll show it, you know, in its final resting place on the shelf with the other kits. And we're going to be adding the light kit to the Harry Potter castle at some point. And we're probably going to bring the Avengers Tower. We've actually got a separate project we're talking about bringing the Avengers Tower downstairs and building a cool shelf for it, lighting that up.
We still go back and look at our big builds all the time. It's fun to remember the work that went into building them together, and like this, the motorcycle. It's fun to like put light kits and stuff.
Plus, in my opinion, putting these builds on a shelf matters. It shows your kids that the time that you spent building together mattered to you.
And when people come over, you get to show it off and tell them how you built it together and how amazing the light kit is and how frustrating the instructions were. I mean, I'm still mad.
So no, light kits aren't a must-have, but for the right builds, they can be a really cool finishing touch that adds to the overall experience with your kids.
If you've added a light kit to one of your Lego builds, let us know in the comments which kit you used and how it went.
As always, if you found this helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing. It really helps our channel reach more families.
Thanks for watching.